basically, we can upgrade equipment. See? Yeah, nifty. I'm not gonna do it much. Here, protoac. Oh, I see. So this is what allows us to get to level 2, level 3, level 4, etc. Defender tree, what are you? Defender switchback. I don't know what that is. Cannot upgrade this note. I must have this already in my thing. Oh, look at that. 455. Go eat a dick. Okay. I have upgrade my switch axe. Here's the cutscene for that. Hiya! Meesh. Thanks. Alright, and then it splits off into 2 different branches, which I don't have access to yet, because I need more information. And, yep, just teaching me shit here. Close, yes. Forge equipment, yep. Tutorial weapons. That. You want to play on easy mode? It only cost you 1 iron. Do it. Stupid. Armor. Same thing. Bone. Ooh, here's hunter stuff. That's great. These are actually good. Because in comparison to your starter items, you just get hunger resist your master. And this is like the starter stuff that you really want to just get. Let's do that. Looks like 2-3 Jaggers hides away from finishing this. A couple monster bones I can make. These are good for, as you can see, entomologist allows you to not kill stuff. It's bugs actually. Alright, this should be good for right now. We'll go get more Jaggers hides. New tutorial was unlocked. Hello, sir, what are you? Oh, so the 5th has arrived. Greetings there, I'm the airship engineer with the 2nd Fleet. I work on flying machines, airships, what have you. Very curious why you haven't been able to meet members of the 3rd yet. That's because they're all stranded for years. It wasn't long after the scholars for the 3rd landed before they insisted on crossing the Great Ravine. So their ship converted to an airship and off they went. It all went well until they crossed the ravine. Flying monsters attacked the airship and grounded them. Sure, they were reckless to go, but seeing as I'm a man who put them in the air, I can't help but feel partly responsible for it. Since then, I've been working on making a better airship, one we could use to go rescue them. But between the New World's nasty weather, strong winds hurling down the ravine, it's been one failure after another. Still, you won't catch me calling it quits. Good for you, airship engineer. You're a good guy. Ugh. Oh, I can go back here and talk to you. Cool. Welcome to the canteen. Best place for your booster hunt. You know this, right? Let me give you a cue on what the canteen's all about. Gains, health, stamina, whatever, max gains. Go on and sit down at the counter, Aunt Scrawny. When you get ready to go on your pre-hunt, let me know. Excuse me. That's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest fungal flux in the ancient forest. And it'll be even more packed than a Jagger's belly. Finish that one up and you'll be able to get paused on goods. Don't let me down. Sleep. Alright, we're gonna sit here. Pay with money. I don't care. Go with meat platter. Right, sweet. Alright, and I'll just come over here. Talk to you.
Hey there, partner.
How about we start searching in the ancient forest? That's good news. We handlers post all the leads we find on the quest boards. Sign up for the quests there too, so you don't always have to come up all the way up here. Then again, you might miss out on all the eats up here.
You can pick up quests from the quest board too.
Hooray!
It lists the same quests that I've got, so don't worry about having to check 2 places. We're on the hunt.
What we got here? We got optional 1. We got our side quest. Off we go!
Okay, our job is to call a certain number of Castodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
We're on the hunt.
Off we go! I'm gonna kill some male Castodons and female Castodon. Hooray for us. And I'm gonna kill some Jaggers too, because I want their fucking shit. So, Castodons, which we haven't, well, kind of met probably in the background somewhere, I didn't see them. They are essentially like the headbutting type monster. They have like a hard head, but they're actually vegetarians. Not these guys. So I will kill one of these guys just for kicks and giggles, but you see the little two-legged things, but they're not really horns, but they're kind of like, yeah, those are females. You could tell because they have very small head thing, where there's a big fucking male with his big fucking helmet-looking head that helps to protect his vulnerable spots. Why? Because he's the male and he has to defend the herd, the females, from you and monsters. So of course he's got a little extra, what's it called? I'm gonna have to learn how to target again on this in this game apparently.
Not bad.
Yeah, don't do that. That won't kill them, Chris. They're also grazing around the shoreline. Interesting. Look for another group. I bet there's one really close by. If you're lost, you can open up the world.
The endemic life around here can come in handy during a hunt. Try to learn as much as you can about them.
Yep. Endemic life is important. Because there are healing spots, like Vigor Wasp and those healing plants I just did. Plus there's honey and herbs and fishies. All of these are good things. However, this doesn't lead anywhere because it's supposed to be a fishing pond, not a Christopher bathing pond. I want the honey. So we're gonna go around again. Herb. Honey. 2 potions become 2 mega potions, just like that. Like that's up there, so I don't care. Do not care about those things. Ooh, mining opportunities, as we know. I love me to mine. I love my mining. Makes me happy.
Over here. Huh. Be careful.
And I have to remember to turn that off when I do this again. Just realized my mic is hooked directly into the group feed. So every time I talk, it's a little bit of feedback there. Oh well, we'll figure it out. No, don't. Rude. Oh my god. Stop hitting me. Also, I'm having trouble telling what color my shit's at. Looks like it's in the brown right now, even though I don't think this starts... I don't think this has brown. I think it goes... or it should go green, yellow, and then red. And it doesn't look either green or yellow. It looks like it's like a brownish red color. I'll have to maybe adjust that as well. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. I also have to figure out how to use this weapon. Could have sworn this weapon was a lot easier to use than I thought it was. I could be wrong. Alright, there's another dead one. A lot of positioning. I gotta remember to sheath more. This is kind of like a midway between a great sword. Yeah. In Monster Hunter World, if you don't finish your sharpening, it doesn't count.
Good work. That just about wraps up our work here. Wait. Hey, come here.
It does. Oh wait, no, it
I found
doesn't.
something.
Yeah, it's great. I don't care. I don't care what you found. You're a big dumb turd, and I don't like you. Yep, I'm gonna have to turn off the chat thing when I think about it next. Sharpen, 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 sharpen. Alright, we're back to green. That is green sharpness there. I must have been in either, or I must have been in red sharpness.
Here.
I don't know. Like a Jaguar's footprint. Great Jaguar's footprint. Surely no great Jaguars are gonna jump out of the bushes here. Chomp. That's the problem with Jaguars. They don't chew. They just fucking swallow the thing whole. So you can actually beat the food out of their ass.
Gotcha.
You know, you can just be like, I'm gonna punch you so hard in your stomach you throw up the monster you just ate.
Found that great Jagrus. If you're not ready, you can return to base.
Beat up the
and take
Jaggers.
the Jagrus quest
You can
later.
also use SOS flares if it makes you feel your boner feel big. Not me. I don't feel like
Don't try to
calling
reach
nobody to
monsters
help
when your
me.
health is low. It's smarter to focus on
This isn't the final boss of fucking
Call your friends for help.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
SOS flare to
I don't
summon.
need no help.
And you're going to need friends when you go up against some of the tougher monsters. In order for the scout flies to better track a target
Sure.
monster, we need to keep finding traces.
Or I'll solo this whole fucking game like I did last time.
Good. You're turning up a lot of clues.
Hopefully I'll find some of your poop as well. That's always my favorite thing to find is poop. Nothing says you're hunting quite like poop. Whether you step in it or collect it, or use it to track monsters, always good to have lots of poop on hand. Pick it up, put it in the ball, you throw it at the monster, teach him who's the real monster hunter in this game. Yay, nitrous room. Yay, nitrous room. Yay, vines. One of the things I noticed about this weapon that I think is not bizarre, but a little weird, I don't remember this being the fact, is that you can see my switch axe is a power meter where you can flip it into its sword mode, and then once it's flipped into sword mode you can start powering up its elemental attack. But I'm already full on switching it over to sword mode and starting to fill up the elemental gauge, you know. Also, as you can see, I am just eating right through this fucking sharpness, aren't I? Yum, yum.
Dodge their attacks.
Oh,
You don't want to take hits like
yeah, this
that.
is definitely an older Monster Hunter game. where like I'm going like immediately from full green sharpness straight into yellow sharpness. And like the worst thing you could do in some of these Monster Hunter games is to have a blunt weapon. So like there's a lot more focus on not only healing yourself but also making sure that your weapons remain sharp. So now I'm in yellow sharpness, which isn't bad per se, but once I get out of yellow sharpness into red sharpness, I'm gonna be in big fucking trouble. I must have a very short gauge of green sharpness. Alright, you see I built up that much of the elemental discharge, but I'm not quite there yet to want to, you know, let it loose. So I have to continue to build it back up. But you see how quickly my my gauge for my sword comes back? Like, you should have to build that up. I mean, like, it's sort of the opposite of longsword, where you build up your spirit gauge, or whatever the gauge is called in this game. And, like, if you're not constantly attacking, you're losing spirit gauge. Whereas in this case, like, even if your shit's sheathed, you're gaining gauge to turn it back into a sword, you know? And then you obviously want to do that, so it turns that color. Then you do the discharge by pressing the buttons. Elemental discharges X and B, I believe, together. Or no, that doesn't make sense. Y and B together and create the discharge. Why did you run away? You make me sad. I just wanted to be your friend. Me, you, and my dog Blue, right? Yeah, but it's just me and my Jaggers. Someone took the models out of this game and did a animated version of the Great Pizza Debacle, which if you've ever watched the Great Pizza Debacle, it's kind of funny. Basically, it talks about if you have a round pizza and you split it in half, stay on your fucking side of the pizza, because not all your slices are going to be cut evenly. So that means that if you have a big fucking slice, you know, say you have like 3 slices on your side, one's a medium slice, one's a small slice, and one's a large slice. You don't want the fucking guy splitting the pizza reaching across and grabbing 2 big slices of pizza, you know? Otherwise the pizza becomes unbalanced. It's really not that big of a deal, to be honest, if you're having many people over, you know, but you order a medium pizza that's like, I don't know, let's say 12 inches or something. You know, you gotta stick to your pizza etiquette. Just funny. I got very mad about pizza, which is sort of half the fun. I made the Jagger bad. You see the little skull above his head? That means he's gonna die. If I had capturing stuff, I could capture him now. Instead, I'm gonna sharpen my blade. And we're going... Yeah, I dodged the attacks, blah blah blah. Stop getting hit so much. You smell like a big fart. Are you rolling around in Jagger's dung again? Is that why you smell so bad? Alright, here comes the elemental discharge time.
Okay, it's down. Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty killer to have that go right along your neck. Even if you had scales like they do in this game. So, as you may guess, since this being my first Monster Hunter game, the Great Jaguarus was my first big monster to fight. And I'm not going to say that the Great Jaguarus is anything you really should necessarily write home about how great it is. But, for starter monsters, I think I could do worse. Sort of an oddball, I know, because typically you get bird wyverns, which are kind of like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example that's a bird. I guess like an emu, or perhaps like a, ostrich. Except instead of having wings, it has like little claws.
Okay, let's head back and report.
We'll run into one eventually. Alright, hurry up and carve the Jaguarus. You only have 60 seconds. Except I'm not really sure if it's a real 60 seconds or not. Might be closer to like 30 seconds. Or maybe just 60 seconds. Right. As I love to do, I love to basically try and gather as much material as I can in the 60 seconds that the game gives me. You can also kill these guys, they're not aggro to me. So basically they'll yell, get angry and do their little roars at me, but it won't actually affect whether or not I'm not going to be able to get any of this. Alright, so that's like close to 50 real life seconds. 45 to 50, I'd say. Oh, hurrah! It's Jaguarus time. What do you have there? Oh no, the scout flies. They're doing a scout fly thing. They're saying, look over here. These feathers don't belong here. I think we got a lead. A lot of feathers. That's not a good sign.
Let's check it out.
There ain't no feathery monsters in this zone. Oh, look, a little knot spooge.
Hey.
It's a Pookie. Or Pookai.
Well, you were right. There's our mark.
He's actually pretty fun to fight. He's a poison-based monster who throws poison balls out of his mouth, as well as he can spew poison mist out of his tail and mouth.
I've never seen anything
What
like
the
that.
heck is that?
You think it's from Zora Magnus?
It's like a big pile of flaming rocks. Probably.
Report back first. All right.
I'd love to get closer, but you know, there's a monster there, so I think we should head back and regroup so the monster doesn't eat us. Even though I'm like, I could easily shove my sword up his bum. Sweet, that's a lot of materials. Hooray! Alright, we're gonna cut the episode. When we come back, we're gonna do more Monster Hunter. So look forward to it, honey.
I see.